gonna record like we normally do. Messages, hey. Okay. So welcome to the stream, everyone. That is the plan for today. Hope you're all very excited to see what we have in store. I hope this would go a little bit more smoothly. We just, as you can see, I hope this goes the way I want and nothing I don't want shows up. Oh yes, look, we are on this now. Wow. Yeah, sadly, it's because well, I tried to do it and it said no. I may not stream on YouTube. But well, we can talk until our special showcase gets here. The special showcase has at least half an hour to get in here and show what they got. Wow. One mention. Who's mentioning me? Oh, in the chat. Hey, I think most of us are, but very nice. Hey, a special person, get up here, you. Get up here. How do I... Oh, you can get up here by yourself. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Hey. Hello. This is Snowy, y'all. They have something to show us today.
Yeah, and then I have something else to show too. If I have permission, I could show the rowing mechanic.
Oh yes, please. Today we are very, what's the word? Nice with what we show. We have a lot to show, and we might be missing out on something because it didn't make it in time, but that's okay. But yes, I'm just gonna, well, wait for you to get ready. Sounds good. Just gonna make sure that everyone shouldn't be able to. Be sure to not watch my weird board thing and look at what Snowy is doing in a moment. I think people do know that we are on the welcome segment and the Snowy segment. It sure is for me too. I'm living in the land of Denmark, so I'm a Dane. Wow. But it makes me so frustrated my microphone mic decide to quit on me right now. I can't unmute it. Oh, let's take a look at this. Hey. Just gonna make sure that my sound is up a good bit as well. Wow, it's lethal, y'all. Lethal company. Maybe I should put full screen so I can't see the chat for a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna have to put this up so it's nice and big. If I can't even do that, can I? Oh well. Options. Oh. This is how big it gets. And if you don't know who Snowy is the creator of the Pinata mod and 999.
Yep.
Two very high quality mods, I would have to say myself.
Show it off in Rend, because Rend has a better better room for it.
Oh yes. Imagine it not being the right interior. That would be so sad.
That'll be trouble. Just factory.
I
Okay. Wow.
think it has a like 2% chance of happening.
Oh yeah.
1156. I don't know that one.
Me neither.
So many numbers. About 7,000 of them.
Library.
Hey, that's what we wanted.
Alright. So here, I'll show off some of the mods I've been working on. I have the SCP items mod
Ah, yes.
out right now.
It's gotta be good. People asked for SCP items and you will receive. Recently.
See one of them has been spawned already. Alrighty. So, first up, this is one I just got done working on. You can see, this is all the items.
Looks good, looks good.
Currently, including the 47-1, that's the enemy we're
Oh,
working on.
oh yes.
We have, okay, so we have 268.
The fine ass hat.
Oh yeah, so this one, there's a mod that adds this currently, but right now it's just like a scrap item.
Yeah.
But this will be fully functional.
Look at the in the right corner. Just saying.
By that I mean, put it on here. You can see it's actually
Hey, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
move around and let's see here. Have all this on. It should work like this, but if I have an enemy, they will be unable to see me.
That's so fucking cool.
Just like the lore.
Yeah, in the lore, it doesn't make people invisible actually, like many people think.
Yep. For the items mod, I also added a UI. It's a work in progress right now, as you'll see here.
I love it. I love it.
But you'll have a slot for each. I plan to add like hand slots as well, key slots if needed. Click them to take it off.
It's the best UI in the world, autocode.
Oh, I can put it on, and he's lost me. Yep.
It should be fairly easy to make good UI for it, I think.
I don't have a way to test this right now. But players as well, they'll still be able to see you, but whenever they look, if they have you in their line of sight, it will move their camera away from you so that you're not looking at them anymore. So so like if you, let's say this book is me, I'll like look at it and it'll start going like this, forcefully.
Oh, that's so
or
cool.
this way, depending on like where you look at them from.
That's so fucking cool.
So that'll happen as well.
If people can't hear me right, just asking. Like, this mic. But it's a very good model as well. And it being on your head is pretty funny.
Turn them up a bit.
Love that UI. That UI is perfect. What's the button of for taking it off?
It is currently I, but it's changeable. I'm using input configs.
Yeah.
You go into here. You can change it right here.
Okay. Okay.
Like, but right now it's I. It'll pop up. And you can just take it off.
That UI just makes me so happy.
Basic for now. That is currently the only wearable SCP, but I have more coming out. I plan to do more. We also have this one is fully done now.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
if you know what this SCP is, it's basically an alarm clock that just keeps going off, and it'll go off every 10 minutes, but it will increase in volume forever.
Oh.
So if somebody does not turn it off, it could become world-ending. And it is very loud. It can get very loud. Right now, if you scan it, it's at 0.25 volume. It'll start raising.
That's so cool.
This is an item you'll be able to pick up. If you go up to it, you can snooze it. But if you leave it going, it'll have consequences. So this is more of an item of like, well, if this spawns, it's like a mini game of like, okay, does somebody turn off the alarm? Okay, let's get more scrap. Oh, does someone else turn off the alarm? It's going off again. So it's almost like the jester, in a way.
Just a more countable jester, but also a very dangerous one.
Oh yeah. Yep. And it will get to...
It kind of already is hottest red.
Oh yeah, it's getting there.
Oh, I can hear it now. I was just wondering what the heck? Holy.
Speed it up here. I'll set the volume increase amount.
Can really hear the difference.
0.5 for now. Or not. It's gonna
That's
have
wild.
giving me errors. Alright, I didn't set it up correctly. But kinda just let that run for now. Let's show off another. I have a new one. I'll show that off in a bit. 735. This one still works as before. It's getting a little loud now.
Well, it is. Damn. I'm gonna take damage at some point.
Eventually, it'll start affecting your vision. And
Oh.
you'll start taking damage from it. And the damage is based on how far you are to it and how loud it is. See,
That's pretty dope.
My vision's starting to get a little blurry. I achieved this with the drunk effect you get with the TCP. I have it turned up to 0.2.
The inhaler
Gives
thing.
you that effect of like, oh, it's a little blurry. It's giving you a headache right now.
Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart.
And once it gets to 0.5, you'll start taking damage, depending on how close you are to it. Wait here.
Just imagine
Yeah.
you're walking with this out with the dogs.
If it reaches to 1 volume, the ship will automatically leave. It's been too dangerous conditions. We're taking off.
Fuck the world. Just gonna end the fucking universe.
They should be taking damage now. Yeah. I don't have the damage taken, but right now I'm taking 5 damage every 3 seconds. I'm taking 5 damage this close to it.
Just imagine it
Depending
being
on how far you are.
behind a door.
If I'm over here, I'm taking 4. Come all the way over here, I'm taking 2 damage per second.
Okay. It's pretty cool.
And you could simply turn it off.
Damn.
And then it will show you, if you scan it, it'll show you how much time is left. Until it starts going off, and that's usually, it'll be a 150 seconds, so about a minute and a half.
Will it start at the bottom again?
If we did it lore accurately, it'd be 11 minutes, which is basically the length of a game.
Oh.
A round of a game, anyway, so you would never hear it go off, but so, for this, we keep it, like, kind of lore accurate. It also shows the time, as you can see.
It's pretty cool.
It's one of my favorites. that, and then I'm gonna see if I can even. I didn't think about this, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to spawn this in. I'm thinking maybe invisibility will help with it, but
Let's see.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
is it the paper? Holy shit!
Alright, so that doesn't work as intended, and it's hard to do. But
Can't imagine.
oh, and my movement's completely gone too. Oh no. Reset that. Hopefully my movement's back. Nope. Alright, so we'll have to.
That's just how it is.
Technical difficulty here. But how that will work is it's 019, so it'll start when you look at it, it's in your vision. It'll start forcing you to look at it, just like with the effect of the hat. So looking away, you'll look towards it, and you'll start to slowly move towards it as well. And as you can see, that it was a little turned up a little too much there, but
Yeah, it's the song, right? The song paper.
was complete.
Yeah.
That worked out. It'll have you slowly walk towards it. It has two different ranges. It has the activation range, where if you're looking at it, you'll start to slowly go towards it, but you can resist and back up, move away. It'll work just like in SCP Containment Breach if you played that.
That's dope.
So yeah, you'll back up and you can like look away, but once you come in a certain range of it, there's nothing you can do anymore. It'll force you to walk up to it. You'll start taking 5 damage per second, well, like bleeding profusely. It'll make you critically injured, and you'll hear the voice lines go off every 20 seconds.
Oh.
Containment breach, along with that noise you heard.
Will there be a counter? That's the question. Will there be the same counter as in Containment Breach? That's the big question. We'll see. We'll see. The devs do be cooking, like you all can see. Oh.
Let's see, what else did I? So we have that one, the hat. We also have this one. This one's not implemented yet, and it doesn't show very well. But as you can see, you have the book, Common Diseases.
Oh. Another one I'm gonna have to look up.
What I plan to do with this is every time you open it, it'll open up to a random page,
Yeah.
and it'll give you a disease. And depending on that disease, it'll give you status effects. So catch the common cold, your movement speed will be lowered. You'll cough a lot, which will attract monsters. Some of them will make you take damage every 0.5 seconds or something like or 0.5 damage or something like that every minute or something, and they'll last until you die. So like even if you end a round and go back to the ship, you'll still have it until you die.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'll make that a config option as well, so you can change that as you want. But yeah, and then we have. Should be all of them. I've already shown off 735. I guess that's all that's left is to show off 427.
Oh yes.
This one I'm quite proud of.
It's a pretty good one. Oh.
We got a bad spawn.
Yeah, what I was about to say.
So
I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, look at that chunky boy! Or girl. I'm not discriminating.
alrighty. So for this, I will get a good view here. Maybe here. Seems pretty good. Alright. So this guy, his attack is unique in that he throws you. And I think I've got it down pretty well. So I'll step up to him. Picks me up.
Yeet.
Oh.
Just imagine him throwing you into a
He can
mine.
throw you quite far too.
It's a pretty unique monster. It like throwing people inside. That's some new stuff. Yeet, custom sound.
You could roll me across the room here.
But it is the flesh beast from 427. The Lovecraftian necklace.
Oh,
Holy shit, that was far.
pretty far that time.
It's pretty wild to see it in action.
Oh yeah. He has full movement now. Although I do need to sync up the movement and the steps.
Okay, yeah.
But he will. Let me secure this.
The big question is, will he throw other things? So, what do you guys think of the Flesh Beast? Can just ask her now. He will of course be moving. Some of you might have seen him in the last stream. And some of you might become him in the future. Ah, that movement. That's some quality movement right there.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Turn off my invisibility here. See if he. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! He'll chuck ya.
It's pretty wild to see it in action.
I'll let the stomping sounds go off while he's running, of course, yeah. Ooh. I believe he opens doors instantly, too.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense with him. Him being so big.
Oh, yeah.
And him actually being a human that has turned into a monster.
Oh, yeah.
But if anyone knows the Lovecraftian necklace, you should know how to make this guy spawn. At least in one way.
Yeah. Very much work in progress. I'll set him up more. He'll run. He'll have the same kind of AI as the Thumper,
Yeah.
where he'll run really fast and you can kind of juke him into walls and he'll slam into the wall and get slower.
Does make sense for his brute-like behavior.
Yep. Yeah, that's about it from me.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what else he's gonna throw in the future, huh? If you know what I'm thinking of. But yeah, that was all for Snowy. That's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, I will say. Do you wanna come up now, hottest red, or do you wanna wait until we hit the timestamp? You and hottest red have been working together for some of these things, at least when it comes to what's gonna be added. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Me and Hottest Rat will we plan to collab on the SCP items. So I'm thinking I'm still trying to think of if we should put them all into one pack. So we could do that. We could add all of them, and then I was planning to do like one new SCP item every week or two.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So every week or every 2 weeks, we'll update it with a new item. Just keep adding items. All of them will be toggleable, so you can go in the config and enable which ones you want.
Oh, if we do that,
load those ones.
Then 427 won't be a big problem.
Yeah.
If we do that.
You can choose whichever one. Yeah. I'm thinking if we should do that, or if we should split them up into different packs. I can also categorize them based on their.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like in the config.
Yeah.
That would be pretty smart.
The problem with having them all in one pack would be like the size.
Of course.
It would eventually get really big.
Yeah.
So it'd be a long download. But
that's the only problem.
If it gets too big,
But make a part 1 or 2 or something. Can always do that.
Yeah. Probably do.
But that is not a problem we have to think about at the moment, because I don't think it's too big at the moment, at least.
Yeah. I think when we reach about like 20, that's when we'll probably switch. We'll probably have like a new pack.
Of course. Sounds pretty great.
Bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye. Hey, hottest rat is here to present his awesomeness. His big plans. His mighty judgment.
So, shall we get things started?
Oh yes. Do you wanna stream something? Do you wanna... What's the plan here?
You know what? I think I'm just gonna talk for the moment, but I am gonna drop a little something real quick.
Oh cool, oh cool.
Alright, so as you guys saw in sneak peeks a while ago, there was a weird soundbite, and I am going to be working on the mod pack 2427. It is not that well known, however, it's going to have all of the entities. We're going to have all the way from 2427-1 and it having its own moon, as well as all the way to 2427-7. So I can leave it up to you guys if you want me to go over the concept for every single one, because at the moment I have nothing to showcase. However, I am getting the models, so
I can
show a picture of it.
I can go on the wiki and give them a roundabout. If you wanna, of course.
If you wanna.
Sure thing, sure thing. I am here to assist. This is the dev stream. I'm just a ask you anything, guy, at the moment. For what was the number?
2427.
2427. 242. I'm just bad at remembering numbers. It's not like I don't care, people. Just so you know, I am very much trying to help with this one. So, the A is the staircase, right? The actual portal to this world. That's how I remember it.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure it's like you had to carry some sort of flowers to go up into 2427-B.
Yeah.
Or like to get teleported there.
And this one, the first -A. That's
Yeah, this is gonna be one of my favorite ones, because so 2427, as you guys kind of know, it's a lot of stuff that's in the name. So what this will bring is a lot of new map hazards, as well as different routes to take for the map. And 2427-1 is, well, what I was making a concept for, is occasionally it'll, since it's a fire hydrant with lots of poisonous gas and very toxic, very, like, it can melt a person's face off when looking over it. What the plan is to have it occasionally have a leak, so it'll potentially close off a path or two for a good, like, hour or two in-game, to make the players really have to debate whether it's to walk around all the way to the other side for the ship, or if they want to wait. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a pain.
That's
So,
what we like in Lethal Company.
Yep. And then, here, can you scroll down to 2427-2?
Of course.
So this will be essentially the new facility. This will be how you get in. It's an 1800s like psych ward back in the day. And yeah, we're gonna be actually here. Do you think I can show them the map that we're working on currently?
What map do you mean? My ugly art? I don't know. So
Your beautiful map. It's
my beautiful map. My beautiful thing. I can also show. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, look at that piece of art.
It's beautiful.
No, what? I'm just I can share my whole screen so I can instead of this. Look at that beauty right there. I'm gonna try to see if I can.
Also, nice desktop with Ramatra. Good choice, good choice.
Yeah, I know. He's my main boy. Look right here. This is the cruise ship right here. Right, look, it says cruise ship. I hope I didn't make any misspell.
And yes, this will be an entire new moon. And it's going to be very deadly because of all the outdoor hazards, as well as some of the indoor hazards.
This is the fire hydrant right here. That's what he talked about. Like, it can cut this path off completely, and that's the fastest path to the main entrance.
And even though it says this is supposed to be like a flat plateau or whatever surrounded by a forest, we figured might as well have the mountain in the middle, because that way 2427-1 can actually, cut people off, and it's a little bit more, like, I want to say dangerous, because you have to go further for certain places and all that.
But that's shall we talk about the other parts before? Because the next two is inside. This is.
Here, do you want to hold the map up while I actually screen share? I can.
Oh sure.
Let me pull up 2427. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can't share screen.
If.
But so let me read out of 2427-3. So I already posted a picture of what he looks like in the chat, as well as some of the sounds. And this entity, I have devised it to go into different phases. I've already started working a little bit on the AI and the meantime.
Right here, you all.
Let's see. Let me pull him out with my notes. Oh yeah. So 2427, he's gonna be having a passive phase, a hunger phase, and an aggro phase. So passive, he'll roam around the building and have like a chance of just not moving and just idling, sitting down, or whatever for like 10 to 30 seconds. Then this will move on to the second phase, which is hunger. It will run faster than the player's walking speed, but a little bit slower than the sprint of the player. The bite damage will do about 20, and it'll have a lunge attack. So every 10 seconds, it'll be able to lunge a good feet. If it hits the player, it will only have a 1 second cooldown before it can actually move, and it'll do 80 damage to a player.
Damn.
Or an entity, by the way. I'll get to that in just one moment. But if it misses, then the entity will be stunned for 3 seconds before it can continue to move. And
So-
then once it kills an entity, a hoarding bug, or a player, it'll go back into its passive phase. What were you going to say, George?
I was going to say it's a dope ass monster in itself.
Agreed.
I love
Which is
this one.
why I felt I had to do him justice, and I am going to make sure he is going to be amazing. He'll only be able to spawn, like, one, and he'll only spawn in this moon, which is why it's going to be more of a difficult moon. Thinking like,
But a cool thing is this is not the only unique monster on this moon. But we'll get to that one later, right? Right?
Yep.
Right?
And then, final phase
Oh, yes.
is going to be aggro. If you attempt, I'm thinking about being able to have it be killed, something about 8, have it have 8 HP or something like that.
Does sound fair.
It is a pretty tinky boy. When you try and do damage, it will not leave the hunger phase until it kills a player. Any player. It will not satisfy for a hoarding bug, a thumper. So, I mean, try and kill it at your own risk. And, I mean, especially be careful because on the next part, 2427-4, we introduce a new trap. So, not only will there be a new map, there will also be a new interior, so this trap will blend in. And as you can see, it's tiles, and what happens is when you walk on it, you essentially pass out. And for everyone here, I am going to actually take a vote for this. When you walk onto this, instead of, like, you know, making the player, like, be unconscious, how do you think I can best represent this? By having their vision blurred and unable to move for 5 seconds? Or should I just make them have a black screen or whatever for 5 seconds? Unable to move.
That's the big
What are your guys'
question.
thoughts?
What was the options?
'Cause I am open to comments or any other suggestions.
Hey, who's that in the 2427 dash 4?
Yep.
What was the suggestions?
Well, suggestion 1 can be either blur or black vision and unable to move for 5 seconds. Snowy thinks maybe both. And then do you guys feel 5 seconds is enough, or should it be shorter or longer? Ooh, my voice cracked.
And what was the other one? Because then I'm just gonna make a little polly thing if people wanna give their opinion. Unless they just want to agree with Snow.
I think everyone's agreeing with Snowy. I think
Okay. Fuck the poll. Fuck the poll. Fuck the poll.
To see if everyone wants it to be 5 seconds or if they believe it should be longer or shorter. So
Can-
5 seconds is fair.
You can make a poll in the chat if you want.
Ooh, I can?
Yeah.
Let me see. I can! Full cloud exists.
But of course.
Yes, we will get to that.
Well, of course. What cloud? We don't know the cloud. We haven't talked about that yet.
Oh, my bad.
Yes. No. Should we get to the next part
Yes,
when you have posted your
I'm gonna be
poll?
poll.
Oh yes, duration. Yeah, that's a good thing to think about. I of course can't say anything, but I'm sure you all can figure it out.
Well, it's gonna be inside of the sanitarium, so it's gonna blend in a little. However, I am probably gonna make like a borderline so then you can differentiate. However, in the moment, like let's just say you're being chased by a thumper, I don't think you'll be able to notice right away. Unless if you're memorizing like on where it is or the main like obvious point, you're not gonna know. However, I feel I may make it so that if you take damage, you wake up.
Oh yeah.
It will only affect the player. This will be a player-only trap, just like the spike trap.
Yeah,
The spike trap only affects the player.
I do think so as well.
I'm gonna just take a little bit of the results. Wow, lots of people are actually voting for 7 seconds.
Well,
Oh,
7.
spike affect creatures?
Well, maybe
Well-
certain like masks, maybe.
Maybe. I'm thinking about, yeah.
It is up to you.
Mask it'll freeze up mask. I just know that if we do make it so then it will freeze creatures, the only few that won't be frozen will be, of course, Ghost Girl and also 2427-3 because it has the little spikes for hands.
Maybe we can make it so creatures have the health the time, so it feels a little more risky, but maybe you can use it for something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out suggestions.
I do like what Maker said. You know what, I'll think about it. I'll probably end up making it configurable so you can choose which entities can and can't be frozen.
But while we let people think about that, should we?
We can move on to the next one.
Oh! That's. Oh, of course, that cloud. Oh, of course.
You guys are definitely gonna love this, especially for people who don't know the mod. Or, I mean, the SCP. So it's essentially a cloud, and it's 2427-5. If you look at it for 3 seconds, or if you try and escape the area of 2427-B, which is like the perimeter of the moon, a giant lead ball will be tossed in your vicinity, and you'll die.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it.
I'm thinking about allowing it to actually do some collateral damage. So if you're getting chased by a giant, potentially having it kill not only you, it will be secured you. I will make sure you cannot survive this thing. But it will kill not only you, but potentially a giant as well if you want to try and take someone out with you.
That's so funny.
Or even a best friend. Looking at the cloud and...
Look at the clouds. And now we get to an actual... Unless you want to talk more about the cloud. It's a pretty fun one.
I'm actually gonna stop real quick before we move on to the next one and see if anyone has any questions or
Well,
comments.
of course, I'm gonna let you have that or not. I'm just gonna be up here for 3 seconds.
Alright. Do we have any questions or do we wish to move on? Oh, hey, Solar. How you doing? Here, I think I can maybe bring you up here. Give me 1 second. Hi. Well, Joe went to go and stuff, so I don't know if I can. Let's see. The lead ball lands. It should be a massive, like everyone knows a lead ball. Okay, I'm fine with that. Do you guys want the lead ball to be a permanent thing so it lands there and you can actually see the massive glory of the lead ball? Or do you want it to disintegrate at some point?
I'm back. The stream is for devs only, so we will be here. You can chat to us, but won't be letting anyone on the showcase, if you know what I mean.
So here, let me make some adjustments to notes because I actually love their idea. So loud thuds, shake of camera. and leave the lead ball there.
Oh yeah, leave the lead ball. That would be pretty cool.
So, I think we should move on to the last two.
Of course.
So next one is gonna be 2427-6. So it's essentially like small trees or whatever. But what they kind of are is I'm even gonna have this model pulled out of the ground. It's essentially humans underground and like near like the crotch area or whatever. That's where the tree starts to grow. So it's gonna be like a little foresty of them. It'd be funny if there was. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make sure it's only lead ball. Only lead ball. No blood, just giant lead. But yeah, 2427-6. It's not really anything dangerous, and they just twitch a lot.
Which is scary. Maybe, I don't know. If we wanted to make an effect, is if you were near them, they would shake to alert things that, well, hear sound.
Ooh, actually, hold on. Let me make a poll for that, because I want to make sure the community can like get as much of their thoughts and voices heard. So here, so alert monsters when near. Or just shake it off. I'm gonna go check on the other poll. Yeah, people really love the 7 seconds. 7 seconds.
It's pretty cool.
So far we have alert monsters when near, which I think would be honestly pretty awesome. And something I was gonna talk to Joe about is potentially we can name a few of them.
That would be funny.
Like little signs, and we can either have it up to a community poll or whoever is a scientist.
That's pretty cool. We already have at least one scientist, and now we actually have two because someone boosted 2 times. Just like that.
So I'm thinking we could probably like have a few scientists and then have one giant group where people can vote on a single name for one of the trees. I think that would be nice to give back to the community. What do you think, Joe?
Sounds like a dope idea. I do like it.
Alright. So, here, in that case, since we go check on the poll, yeah, everyone really wants it to alert monsters. So what we'll do is, when someone walks close enough, we're in the forest, they'll start to shake, and let's just hope there's no doggy. No dog. Yeah. You're right, Doctor.
7 dash. I will see if I can find one of the videos where people have made the trees, so maybe they can get to see that.
But we are gonna have one of them pulled out to have like a little reference to like it is a human kind of being grown underneath or whatever.
Which is
weird.
That's the thing I love about this SCP, is how different everything is. Like, it feels like so many different things in one that doesn't have a true close-up and connection, if you get me. Like a fire hydrant and a giant spider, human trees and a lead shooting cloud. It's so fun.
And when I'm thinking about it, so then there's no potential like murder before even landing, I'm probably gonna make the cloud spawn in as soon as the ship lands, or like a second after, so that way you're not. As soon as the door opens, you look at the cloud and kill everyone in the ship.
I look at the
So-
clouds.
When it clips. I may alter some of the numbers if it is clips to make it a little more deadly. But we'll think about it. We'll think about it for right now. Right now, we're gonna be focusing on the entire moon.
Yeah. A moon, interior, moon hazards, 2 new monsters. Pretty cool stuff.
And let's head on to 2427-7.
The last
So,
one.
what this is supposed to be the Liar's Cradle, which is another SCP, but it effectively works, and it doesn't do lethal damage. So what I'm thinking about is whenever you talk on it, you'll take 20 damage slowly. However, it will not kill you. So if you're at 20 HP, you talk, you're gonna go down to 1 HP. To essentially torture you in a way, because it's supposed to be non-lethal. And since it's right next to the fire exit, you're gonna be, let's just say, you escaped the thumper. 2427-3 just chased you and you escaped, and you go immediately on your walkie. As soon as you start talking, you're gonna start to burn, because it's gonna be right on top of 2427-7.
It's such a fun
Well,
idea.
It won't kill you, but you'll take some damage. I'll make sure of it.
You will make sure people get hurt. But of course.
Oh yeah, I'm all about it. I love difficulty. I love a challenge. And since we covered that, I'm gonna make a small little poll, because I was talking with one of the devs that are gonna be helping make the map.
Mm.
And so this is map question. Let me type out the poll before I explain.
Breathe all that beautiful map in. The pretty perfection.
So this poll is to see, do you guys want 2427 to be a map that only spawns SCPs, or do you want it to be a different SCP map, like a site map? Which would you prefer? For 2427 only spawn SCPs, or do you want it to have like hoarding bugs and stuff, but we have a different map instead that spawns SCPs only, like a broken down Foundation site or something? Well, that's coming in, Doctor. Yeah, that's how I imagine it going, and the best way to represent, like, a person lying or whatever, because I can't, like, make a truth thing in the game, and I feel that would be a little too complicated. It's just to just make people, if they talk, then, you know, get a little burned.
If we ever figure out some way to do it, maybe. But we won't seek it out constantly thinking, oh, we still haven't figured out a way to let it know we are lying. That would be too damn complicated.
And then I'm gonna do, honestly, we need a map where it is a circumambulation completely. Yeah, that's what I was mainly talking about, is we could either make 2427 that map, or it would be an entire new map, and it would have all of ProjectSCP mods. So it would need all of them, and there would be no such thing. Coilhead, Thumper, it would just be SCPs on the loose. So it'd be really fun.
Would be fun.
I'm
That-
thinking maybe even only spawn SCP items.Maybe a few actually. We'll see.
With all the cool things that both you and Snow are working on, I'm sure we could make that work. With the SCP items.
We definitely could. I feel.
And just like I told people in chat yesterday, look, SCP items are coming. They have just been in the planning for a little while.
And you know what?
Hmm?
Since we still have a little time, I'm gonna let them choose which final thing I can either tease. So,
And while they do that, I'm gonna be make sure I'm ready for the next segment. I did really want Philip to be here, but he didn't have any time, sadly. But because he's working on the weekends. But I will. I'm just gonna let you talk while I do this ready.
Alright. Well, while we wait, I'm gonna let them choose if they want to hear some of the SCP items I'm working on, or potentially all of them, if we have time. Or I am potentially gonna choose a side project, and talk about it with them.
If you want to do that, like, you can stay on for the next segment because Sylph is not joining us, so it's fine.
Ooh. Okay. Maybe where you can find key cards you can open. I'll take that into consideration at the moment because I would rather get the entire moon done. Plus, adding key cards would be kind of interesting. I like that. You know what? Hold on. Give me 1 second before I take a look at it. And then, ooh, wow, it's actually tied for SCP items, and if they want to hear a different SCP pack I'm gonna be working on after 2427, where they have my eyes on. So
That's
I'll
interesting.
decide. You guys can remove your votes because since we have time, if it's SCP items, I'll tell you guys most, if not all, of the SCPs. For the bigger SCP, I'm gonna have you guys choose a number, and it'll be like 1 through 4 to see which one I talk about. Because I have 4. So let's see. Found station map, potentially SCP. SCP cards to get access to items.
Oh yeah, actually, I did think about SCP keycards that maybe we could get some new maps accessible for even a free price. Some of the SCP maps.
So until the vote, I'm gonna take a look at the vote at 58 or 59, and unless if it's tied, I'm not gonna speak anymore. Whatever has the most votes. So make your decision.
You have to choose now.
But let's see what I got things for. I have to install. I'll see what the keywords look like. What'd you say? So if you want, I'll make. Ooh, that would actually be kind of nice. Solar.
What the heck is it? Sylph, you sly dog. Where did you hide it?
So at the moment, it is so far SCP items are in the lead, and it's used to one of the bigger projects after 2427. He's behind. Alright. So we want items. Alright. Let me go through the items at the moment. What do you think they deserve, Joe? Do you think they deserve half, or do you think they deserve all today?
It's up to you. Do you think the nice people of the chat deserves it?
I think they do deserve it. So, I'm gonna be glancing over a few of them while I announce them. So, the SCP, the scrap item that I plan on working on at the moment are 005, 201, 714, 1762, 500, 207, 1609, 018, 427, and 409. And
Sounds
so,
good.
Because I've worked with a lot of Unity's engines and physics, so I'm most likely going to be able to get the ball to actually work. And I may have to add a little bit of collision or whatever. Right here, I can add the numbers to the chat because you guys deserve it. But for 500, what will be happening, since there's some infectious SCPs in here, will end up happening is 500 will be a pill bottle, and it'll contain 1 to 5 pills that you can actually use, but the pill bottle is going to be rare. So let's write this down. We have 201, 714.
Okay. The people want a little bit of something that Sylph has, well, prepared for us. While Holstrat is writing his thing. I'm sure people want to see this. This one, I made some polls before this Discord was made, and this one won both of them. So now I think it's about time to actually say that we are working on this thing. And Sylph has been really hard at work. Like, it's insane. Look at this. You know what that is? Know what that is? I'm gonna let you take a gander at the man himself. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that. That's pretty cool. You are welcome to stay up here, Huddersfield, if you want to. Unless you want to stay in the chat. But he did also make something before he went on vacation that's not working, but I'm sure people will enjoy what it is. I'm just gonna stop the stream real quick, and I'm just gonna pop it up, make sure it works. You're just gonna have to stay a little teased. Oh, I forgot to show the live stream on the. Oh wait, people, I'm gonna have to pull it up again. Cause that was just mean to the video viewers. Look at this. Just like that. Okay. Just gonna have to go into a session. Delete that one. Jump in. Sylph is actually in the chat right now, but I do think he's a bit busy at the moment. So let's start the game. And you can't see it just yet, but you will. Oh, yes. Come up here. You couldn't come in by yourself?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm still at work. I just, there was no clients, so I was like, okay, I'll just, make a quick turn here.
That's dope. I'm, trying to get into a game to show off, a little passion project.
Okay. Did you show, 457?
Oh, yes, I did show the picture.
Okay,
P-
well, for, some context, the fire you guys saw is interactive fires. So it's a VFX which makes it so when the character is going to move around, it's going to be realistic fire, the smoke's going to get stuck to the ceiling, there's going to be some colliders, and really some really interesting stuff with the fire. So it's all going to be like, the objective is to make like the fire as sentient as possible and as realistic as possible, while still keeping the theme of legal company. And this is going to be made into an API, so if you guys want to use the fire, or the smoke, or the water, because I'm still going to be water in the API, you guys are going to be able to use it for developers out there. It'll be really interesting. It's from the Zebra AI pack, and I just modified it to make it into a Unity plugin, which was a long week, to say the least. Yeah, really long week.
He has been hard at work.
Now, yeah, been ripping my hairs off for that API, but oh, it's done. Now, for what Joe is about to show you guys, in short, my old computer broke, so I've been delayed in the. I should have released what Joe is about to show you guys like 1 week ago, but the problem is my PC broke, so I had to do my stuff on my old computer, and such. It's been a hard week, just to say the least, because now this will be delayed for like 1 week, but in 1 week I should be able to release what Joe's about to show you guys.
Justin, I have to ask you a question. I don't think I have all the right mods on, because I tried to spawn the thing and it doesn't spawn. I'm just gonna send you a screenshot of the things because I had to delete it to show something to a friend. I do think that was a mistake right now, because I'm gonna send you to.
Really help you a lot right now. I'm on my phone and all.
Yeah.
You just look at what you have.
I just put the flamingos on to get your lethal bestiary on.
Try to add library, little lib, because I don't know if I switch it to little bestiary yet. So maybe it's that.
Lethal lib, you say? It is called lethal lib, right?
Little lib by the I never know how to pronounce that name.
I'm sure people don't mind. Okay, I'm just gonna have to restart my game. Just imagine
And check the logs, of course, because maybe the error's there.
Oh, that's true. Just gonna have to check. Oh, my OBS is still recording my screen. That's not so nice. Oh well.
Yeah.
Try to get back into the stream window. Online. Even if people want to join me, they can't because I have a mod on that none of you have. Is my mic quality okay? Because this is not my normal mic.
That's cool. I think it's cool. I'm on my AirPods, so I don't know if it's perfect though.
My AirPods is so good for sound sometimes. But not when you're bicycling in a windy day. I can't tell you that. Okay. I tried to put a lethal lib on. I'm gonna try to see if I can spawn this thing. Holy shit, it's dark everywhere.
Oh, don't forget, it goes randomly somewhere in the map. It doesn't spawn before you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it might be there.
I'm gonna have to search for it then.
Yeah, you should click on F, I think, if you're an Imperium user.
Oh yes, I am.
Use F.
Should I just stream me looking for it? That's the question. I should just spawn a bunch of them?
Yeah, I think that's the best way. I only just spawned like 20 of them. Might die.
SCP.
It might be the most lethal monster lethal company has seen yet, in my opinion.
So if I throw it down, it will be somewhere else, right?
What did you say?
If I throw it down, like right in front of me, it will still be somewhere else.
Yeah, the idea is that every second it just goes somewhere else.
Okay.
It's really hard to pinpoint them somewhere, unless you well, you know, you start growing them, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stream it and see if it's going my way. Okay. If I try to spawn more in, it's kind of... Holy shit!
Okay, I can come back in 2 seconds.
What the hell is that, y'all? Holy. They do not dance like the flamingo. Big L. Holy! Ah! Holy shit! I'm gonna try to wait for Sylph to come back. So the thing, I can give a little bit of an explanation. The thing with these they are not walking, they are teleporting instead. So they are 5 times more lethal than the coil heads. And they TP around until it gets spotted by someone. And when it gets spotted by someone, you are tagged to basically look at it forever or you are dead. There's not much to do about it. But of what I can remember, only one can spawn at a time, so only one of these abominations will be roaming. I'm gonna see if I can get another one. Exactly, I'm you, but better. Okay, 173, 173, 173, 173. Hey, I try to say the things that you told me, but I think it's better that you do it.
So in short, 173 is like a coil head, I guess, but on steroids, like really. Like, it doesn't even walk anymore. It teleports to you. So the moment you break line of sight, you're dead. Simple as that. So you can still like check the pathway it should be going from. If you like at the way it should be going from its position to you, and it would technically stop the moment you would have line of sight on it. So you can still escape it, but it's really, really hard to dodge, if I'm being honest. Like, really, really hard. So all 173 works is that he teleports randomly around the map, and in hopes of you looking at it. Because the moment you look at it, he goes on. And here's the thing, you're gonna hear small music when he's close to you, like a small heart beating. So you're gonna know you have to be careful where you look. But the moment you look at it, he's activated and he's aggroing you until the end. It might even be hard to go out the front door of the building.
Totally!
Yeah, that's what I
Exactly! I got a little glance and ran right by it and died.
For 4.5 seconds, and the moment you didn't look at it,
I was dead. Dead and buried.
anyone can look at it to stop it from moving, but the last person who looked at it when breaking line of sight is the one 173 is going to go for. Yeah, he really hates being seen. That's pretty much it.
Some pretty good stuff. Both the 457 and 173, two bangers, community loved SCPs.
So, for 173, it should have been released a week ago, but sadly, my computer broke, which housed the files to release them, so I can't release them right now, sadly. But once I get my computer back, I'm gonna be able to release it like in 3 days, just time for me to fix the small bugs, because right now it doesn't work well in multiplayer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it'll be fixed now.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty much it. For 457, I'm gonna work on it this week. For the time I don't have my old other computer, gonna be working on 457, and I'm gonna release it as soon as possible. Gonna do maybe some stream with Joe if
Oh
you
yes.
guys want, I guess. And
Oh, yes.
we'll showcase it. Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna love this one. It has been voted for in 2 polls and won both of them, but it was a little scary. It had some tricky parts to it, if I can say so myself.
Oh, also, I guess we should talk about the chicken.
Oh, yes, the chicken.
Yeah. So, in short, we released a chicken recently. I was the developer for the chickens, and we know some people had wanted some changes for the chickens. Well, Joe, I think you might be more suited for what's coming next.
The chickens? Okay. So, what people have been asking is, because of in the lore the SCP Foundation can keep the chickens at bay by keeping them in some kind of water. I think it's normal water, but not too sure. So what we thought about was you could buy a kind of containment thing for your ship, and if you find an egg, you can go out and store it in this containment thing, so you basically stopping the spreading of the chickens, because they can be very scary and can be a reason to leave early, which I didn't think they would. Which is pretty funny.
Basically, you have a way to stop the chicken infinite cycle, I guess. Yeah.
And maybe we can make them sellable. I don't know. But making them countable is at least the first thing we have thought about for the chickens.
Yeah. So containment.
Yeah, containing the chickens. Our first containable SCP.
Let's go.
The flamingos can't be contained, sadly. If you want to contain them, of course. Do you really want that?
At least you have a way to deal with the flamingos. You have a way to deal with the chickens.
I will tell people I had a session where I had 2 alpha flamingos and there was flamingos everywhere. And when I wanted to spectate monsters that wasn't them, it took me so long. I had to spam click until I finally found another monster that wasn't the flamingos. It was the first time I saw 999, and I couldn't even do anything because I was dead, and it was just there dancing with the flamingos. At least it had fun.
Yeah, funny monster. Well, Joe, I'll have to go for now because I'm still at the job, but I really hope the stream goes well.
Of course. Maybe I can show some of what Sue has been working on for the rest of your part.
Sure, well, show whatever you want. Like, give you full permission.
Oh yes, I should probably make sure she's fine with it.
Going now, guys? Hope
Yeah.
you guys have a wonderful day, and see you soon.
Yeah, bye. Okay, people, I'm just gonna try to write to Sue. Okay. Sure. And we can wait a little bit for the... And I don't know why this box is up... Oh, it's the X. Okay. But what do you think about the showcases so far? I think we have shown us some pretty neat things. Like the burn. Do you wanna hear about the Burning Man? What he's gonna be able to do? I can tell you about that if you want. He is one of the first SCPs I worked on, so he has been on the back, pun intended, burner for a while. Oh, I got an answer. Okay. We have been greenlit to show one of the work in progress SCPs I have ordered from Sue as well. So I'm just gonna have to restart my thingy. My thingy. Okay. Holy paint.net, stop showing up. Where is the change profile button? Right there, I'm trying to get better at this. Okay. Hope this is the right one. Maybe I should just uninstall and install my own. Import. So, many of you might not know about this one. Just gonna turn off this one for a little bit. So we don't accidentally put something on that I forget to remove in the editing. I know the screen is a little, well, lacking of content, but I do want to make sure that I only show things on my screen that I want to show on my screen. This might actually be a pretty good situation that I'm in right now. Okay. Okay, I should. We are on the sick sound pack, so if some sounds are different, that's why. Like the scan. So So we just gonna land and fly away again to show you off this SCP. This one is one I discovered and just wanted in the game. Like, when I saw the video about it, it was just like, I want this. I want this right now. So, ship still. How long? Oh, thank you. We're going to the company. The company. We love the company. A Markiplier reference. Fuck you, Moon. Okay, to the company building. A little faster, thank you. Thank you. Oh no. No. To the company. The company. We love the company. Okay. Let's get down there. What is that? What is that? Holy. What? Increase movement speed for decreasing carry slot? Shotgun shells for increased moon prices? I'm a bad reader, sorry. Increased carry slot but decreased stamina? What deal? I can't take that. What deal should I pick? Oh, increased movement speed, you say. Oh, wait, that doesn't work either. Shotgun shells for increased moon prices, you say. Oh, shit! I'm packing heat now, boys! And that just costed me my ability to go cheap to moons. Oh, what a deal, what a deal. Let's check it out. Titan. Look, it costs even more now. But the carry slot doesn't work when I have the reserved mod on. It just makes you exit your body completely. So that's a thing. Oh really? But I'm gonna go out and in again so you can see what happens if you decide to do something stupid. Look at this loading screen, pretty dope, huh? Six gonna be so happy that I use this. No. Okay, to the company building again. But this time we're gonna do something stupid. We love doing stupid stuff, right? Please, let me... Ah, god damn it. Do remember it's a work in progress. So we're maybe gonna have to go out and start a new one. Oh, you called me out, Dr. Grimm. You silly Billy. Holy tornado. We're gonna have to go in and out, in and out, in and out for a little bit to get to the comedy building again. That's just a... What the hell? How it is. Fuck you, tornado. Fuck you. I have tried to use Imperium to skip days and that just started bugging out, so... I can't do that no more. But at the moment it's inside of Code Rebirth. Because we figured that would be easier. But it won't be that at launch. But sadly, there was something I wanted to show more, but holy shit, that's that word. But it didn't make it in time. So what I thought we could do instead is basically spill the beans on what this thing will do when it's, well, ready. Maybe even listen to some voice lines for it. I know this takes a while, but it was nice having you, Snowy. It was nice for you to show all your good work. Have a nice day / night, whatever it is. No problem. Yeah, all can join anytime you want. Anytime. There's only Solar, I know what you're thinking. Okay, tell me. Did I actually remember to... Oh, sheesh. Oh well, I forgot to do so the viewers of the... the video could see it. Oh well, I'm sure that's fine. You guys are the most important part. You too, Hottest Rat. It was nice having you up too. Okay, we are at the... Let's do something stupid! Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. Instead of us just doing this, I'm just gonna have to leave the game, maybe remove reserved, and maybe we can get this working without any problem. SCP ideas just got updated. Did you just decide to make a gender switcher while we were streaming? That's pretty deep. You are one of a kind, I can tell you that. My goddamn lethal is not closing. Okay, let me take a look at reserved. If we can't get this working correctly, guys, then we're gonna have to Do so you can't play with reserved on if you want deals with the devil. But then again, if you want to make a deal, why not just only use the devil deal to get more carry slots if that's what you want? Just saying. I think we don't need that much more than that. Did you want to hear about the Burning Man? Can I ask you that again? The Burning Man. Oh. Okay. To the company. I'm gonna turn on the stream if we can land. Okay, we can. Okay. It does seem that the reserved mod is having a bit of trouble, but maybe we can make it work. I'm not gonna talk for Sue on that, but okay. Everyone sees a big devil himself. So let's see what deals he got. Increase stamina for 1 less carry slot. Decrease moon prices for decreased stamina. Increase stamina and deal player. I'm not too sure about this one yet, but I actually do want to see this one. The last one. Increase stamina and deal player damage. It might be that, yes. It might be that. But I do want to see how this one functions. So we're just gonna take that one. And then we're gonna do something stupid. Run! Shit! Ah, shit! Hey, I only have 3 carry slots now and I'm bleeding out. Shit! Don't run from your deals! Shit! So if you run while you're making a deal, then well, then you got gets kicked in the butt and lose most of your health. So let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna again, because we don't really have anything other to show, because I basically put all the stuff that would have been later in here. Just gonna have to look at the plan. Oh, of course, I forgot about this part. Okay. So, I'm gonna have something ready. We're about to do the poll winner. Talking about that one. Cause we do have a plan like we always do. Just gonna have to put it up. And I'm just gonna import all the data from my special document. Oh wait, I can just stream to Discord. What the hell am I thinking about? But not right. No, I can't. I was just about to show all the good names in the baking chat. That would have been chaotic. Okay. Okay. If I could hide this part, it would be fine. Oh well. I'm just gonna transfer all this to the document. Holy shit, that didn't work so well. Okay. So, let's talk about the old AI. I do love me and myself some old AI, I guess. That does sound like you. What is the new idea? I have to see this. Okay, we're still on this gender switcher. Okay, people. I know a lot of you might have different ideas, but I have shared these with a lot of people and they seem to like them a lot. Now we're on the good old streaming document. Let's see what the idea is. The painting that makes you... Oh shit. Okay, back to the streaming window. Let's make a zoomy in. Okay. So spawn location will of course be inside. For the old AI. It will be immortal. Kind of immortal. It will not have any movement speed because it's a goddamn computer. Some of this is old, just so you know. So it might actually be smart of me to go in and get some of the new information. Because I've started to put all of my information into the forums I'm making. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. So we do really want to make some compatibility with the Tesla gauge from Piggy's Barity, I think it's called. And it will have 3 phases in all, which does seem like a small amount for, well, a computer, but it will make sense. So, searching phase, it will be using cameras in the interior. It will spawn with a lot of cameras all over the facility. Maybe we can make it work with the mansion layout. And when it sees a player, it will start the following phase. In the following phase, it will keep an eye on the player, saying insults at them until they get near some kind of trap. And I have made a list here. Yes. Let's delete this. Okay. It will basically trigger all of these things. Like if the player's near a turret, it's gonna make the turret know where they are and aggro. The second they step near it, so it will start shooting at people. It will shut doors in people's heads. It will trigger Tesla gates early. It will make spike traps go down early. It will detonate mines if you're near them. And of course, we have also contacted someone else that I hoped could show up here, but sadly couldn't. Ghost Code. I did have something in mind with Ghost Code, where all the features of Ghost Code will be working with 7.9. So, if you're Ghost Code on with this mod, it will make it so when 7.9 is active, Ghost Code will work with him, but if he's not active, Ghost Code will shut off totally. So it will work for the AI as well, so he will do most of the things Ghost Code will as himself. Like, if he's not there, the Ghost Code will not work. And if you take the apparatus, he will shut off. Totally shut off. Which is, well, fair, because he will try to terminate you as much as he can. Fuck with any kind of technology he can. And he will not be friendly in any way. I do know he was in Container Breach, but he is known to be a big asshole. And we do really want that asshole-like behavior to shine through. And I want to turn on the light. But he is very open to getting like new faces and stuff, which is in itself is pretty cool. He's open to get new modifiers, do almost whatever he can with technology. So yeah, that's the thing. Maybe we'll add more stuff to him when he gets into development, but before him, I do not know Vega, but I do think you having the ability to control AI while another AI is attacking you is a bit much. And I don't know if it's easy to make one become 7.9, because 7.9 itself, like the computer itself, is actually just a standing still computer that does nothing. It's the cameras that's actually it. I have thought about the old birds, but sort of compatibility between Vega and where phosphate cuts off Vega from. Maybe that could be cool. I have thought about the terminal because Ghost Code does terminal stuff, and I do want most of what Ghost Code does. Like we are working really close together with Ghost Code for this one. So most of what Ghost Code does, this guy will probably be able to do. Like, when you install Ghost Code with this guy, he will basically do most of Ghost Code's things. Like fuck with the terminal. If you have Ghost Code installed. If you have not, he will do a little bit less. So it's a soft dependency, but not a full. But I don't know about the old birds. I'm still thinking about that one. Because he has not been known to, well, take over electrical beings, I don't think. Maybe. Gonna have to, see you in 3 days then. But maybe. Gonna have to think about that one. Would be pretty funny to have a 7.9 old bird. Like, if you take the apparatus and an actual ghost, an actual old bird is outside and he just decides to take it over, that would be pretty funny, and he's just going around insulting you while he's trying to kill you instead of the cries. Oh yeah, he will be shouting at you when he sees you on the cameras. He will insult you to make sure that monsters know where you are. So that's a thing he likes to do. And maybe you'll do other stuff. But again, this is an old concept I have been digging up for you. Do you want to know about the Burning Man? I keep mentioning him, but no one shows in. Should I just talk about him? Or do you want me to get a little bit closer in on what you want 7-9 to do? Because I don't think I have much more. Like, he will follow you on the cameras. He will fuck with almost everything if you have ghost code on. The lights, the doors. Pretty much anything. And again, he will use his speakers to get monsters in your direction. And if you take the apparatus, you will turn it off. And maybe if we take the apparatus, he could take over. I'm still thinking about the old bird idea. I was against it at the start, but maybe we could make it work. It would be pretty funny if there was an old bird with the computer on his head. Like, as if he had actually had an old bird in stock to go out on, to just transfer himself to. Oh, I will think about that one, actually. Because one old bird is not too much, I don't think, on any planet. Maybe. That would be pretty cool. He will also be able to use some kind of speakers on the ship, I think, to lure in dogs and stuff. That would be pretty fun. I did like the suggestion of that suggestion. If it's him being nice, I'm very much against that. That is the plan. Oh, outside. Outside, oh sure. Probably. Well, that is the plan. Like I said earlier. At least the inside was the plan. Wouldn't it be, well, reversed? Like, red mostly means that it's active and he's looking. I don't know. But it should be pretty. Maybe. It is a possibility. But if you can do that, I would have to place a lot of them, because breaking his camera would make him pretty powerless if... Well, if you can break them all, at least. Well, you can shut 7-9 off by taking the apparatus, because he will be spawning in the apparatus room in the facility interior. On the mansion, I don't know. Yeah, I have thought about it. It was my first plan, but the only problem we are having is him spawning on other interiors, like the mansion. But then again, would he be in a mansion? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe we can make something work. Maybe he would have his own room in the mansion layout. Or we would just make the apparatus room spawn randomly on the mansion. I don't know. That could work, I guess. I do see a lot of people are falling off because, well, they need to go, and there's nothing cool to show on the screens. True. But the Burning Man are... Well, he's up here. If anyone wants to see what he can do. The Burning Man is the next on the list, and we will do Okay. So he will spawn inside. He does have health, but you can't damage him. He will have random effect depending on how far you are away from him. This is also a very old concept. He will have movement speed depending on a couple of things. And it does take damage over time because it starts losing its form, like in the lore. Some of these numbers are adjustable, at least. If it reaches 1, it will become a little harmless orb. It can't, like, totally die in this orb form, but it is harmless until it starts refueling. And it will attack its clone until it dies, so it can't be killed by a clone of itself, like in the lore. And it will get health from fuel items. And what are fuel items? Well, there is some scrap that will come with him when he spawns. So there will spawn like planks of tree, some gasoline, something like some different kinds of things that he will seek out and try to use to make himself more sustainable, so he can, well, survive. And his phases are roaming, like he will roam around, he will chase people. And if he sees some fuel, he will start to go over to fuel and refuel. And if he reach enough fuel, he will make a clone of himself that he will fight on the spot. So you will be able to see 2 firemen going at it, just punching the shit out of each other. So that's a thing. Thought it would be cool to have that in. So it's not too, like, well, to defeat him, you could steal his fuel. If he doesn't have fuel, he will die eventually. But if you do steal the fuel, he will be very mad. And the fuel can, of course, also be sold. You can also use the fuel to distract him. But then you will make him more sustainable. Like, he will have more life left. Maybe, actually. Well, it does work as fuel, so I guess it would. Maybe that could be this, I guess. But that is basically all for the fire Burning Man. Bye bye, maintenance solar. Well, in the lore, I'm pretty sure that it mostly use, wood and gas, things that would make it go hotter, but we could use a corpse as fuel, like, maybe that's the same amount as wood does. Because the numbers here are these three things. When it reaches 120 points, it will make a clone that will fight to the death. Well, true. Sorry, I didn't see that. It's actually pretty funny. But again, sadly, we didn't get the last part. Because the person that was supposed to send me it isn't on. And didn't answer if they could make it in time. So... well, instead of showing it, we can talk about it, I guess. I know it's not as fun. But it is what it is. I hope you didn't miss anything. Oh boy, did he miss anything? But, I'll just, well, you did miss Snowy's presentation and Holly's Red presentation, and I do think you missed most of Sinner's presentation. Get him the amnestics right now. I need to clean him. He's getting mad. Okay. So this is heavily spoiler stuff, but it's all I can present right now. It's either this or another big SCP I've been working on. What do you want to see everything the lizard can do, or do you want to see one of my far in the future plans for a pretty big SCP idea? Future plan. Okay. Actually didn't expect that one. Oh well. So, some people might know that I do like to make scenarios as SCP, but just making them into weather to make them make sense. Which I know some people are not much into. But it's basically all I can make sense of. So, oh, this looks so bad. Oh dang, this looks so bad. Oh, I'm gonna find another way. Okay. Let me just do something smart here. As smart as it gets. Okay, this is not the biggest spoilers in the world. Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen, everyone, and you can get to see some of my one of my favorite ideas to date. That I've been working on. Yeah, it really was. It looks way prettier in the Discord, as you can see in a moment. Screens. Oh wait, I forgot about something. Oh well, doesn't matter. And just like that, I shared my wrong screen. Oh wait, it was supposed to be here. Give me a moment again. Give me a moment again. I can't see shit while I'm doing this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. SCP. SCPs that are what we are working with. Okay. Okay. So, thing is, you can see it in the corner right here. SCP-5000. Again, I can't see chat for shit right now, so... Again, plan for it to be a weather. A weather where once in a while there will be raining a missile or two on the ground. A little bit like the meteors. And there will be specific monsters that only will spawn when it's this weather. And there will be a MTF cruiser spot that you can see. And the monsters, if you can even call them that, is a pack. That's a kind of helicopter. Can max be 3. They are immortal. Stun time is 10. Outdoor. They'll do turret damage and shoot missiles, like the old birds does. And it'll be slightly slower than the slower than the players. And will follow the players at a distance when they are spotted. They will have a spotlight that if you are spotted by it, they will aggro onto you. And they will speak saying different things. I made this some days ago. But roaming, they'll fly around, blah blah blah, you all know that one, until you're spotted. Attack, they will fly a little bit behind you and shoot missiles at you. They also have a deployment phase that will randomly trigger, where they will deploy either MTFs or SCP monsters. And I have the model here, pretty cool model. And the other new enemy is the MTF, that has max of 20. HP of 6, that is 1 more than a normal human because they have body armor on. Fog Vision didn't write anything. Stun time 3.7. They can spawn indoors, outdoors, or they can spawn in the helicopter crate. Can deal 20 per shot because they will be shooting. They will use 1 second to open a door because they are humans. Their faces will be roaming. If they see you, you're going to detect it like a living turret, kind of. And if they have had eye contact with you for enough time, they will shoot at you. But if you leave the line of sight, they will enter the hunting phase, where they will run after you. And if they spot you again, they will go into the detected phase again, and then shoot at you. And if they spot scrap, they will go into the scrap transportation phase, where they will transport scrap out to the van that they have outside somewhere. So the fun part about the van, I think, is you can raid the van for scrap that they have found and just steal it to your ship. Which will be dangerous because there will be MFTs a little bit everywhere, and they'll be shooting you if they see you. But if you kill one, you can get the P90 shooting item. It can be bot, like it says here, but MTF has a chance of dropping it. There's also a chance that they will be dropping a broken one, because I'm thinking the animation would be them holding up the P90 as a shield when you smack them. So maybe it survives and you won't be able to get any clips for it. But you can always get a new one from killing another MTF, if you're lucky enough to get one. Okay, the suit. For the ones of you that were here earlier, my grammar is so bad, sorry. You saw that Snowy made that cool as I don't know anymore. API, what? The thing for the head, I forgot the word, I'm so goddamn dumb. But you can get the suit from SCP-5000 on you, but it will run on electricity and you can't buy it. But if it runs out, you will basically be standing still if you have it equipped. You can't move if you have this thing on and it's not charged. So you're gonna have to go out of it and carry it, and it will weigh a lot if you does not have it on. And then you can carry it to the ship, but it can make you invisible if you wear it, which is very good to get that scrap outside when the MTFs are, well, everywhere. So that's it. That's SCP-5000 as a mod. What do you think? I can actually see the chat now. To spawn as holding. That would be pretty cool, yeah. Would be a little bit complicated, but would be cool. Hope it was worth it instead of spoilers on the hard to kill reptile. But hard to destroy. But I have been thinking about this one, and I think it's a pretty fun one. Like, changes up how Lethal Company like get played, because now you have to think about enemies that can be everywhere, and they will be actively shooting you down if they see you. They'll be outside, they'll be inside. They will have a raid spot for you to go over to steal their shit, and if you have a P90 yourself, you can go over and shoot them with it, and maybe get some extra ones for your mateys. But I did think about if we added a tank, the living tank, that maybe that one could kill the helicopters. I think that would be a fun one. Or the old bird. The old bird would be pretty fun as well. Maybe we should just make it half health, but it's very hard because you're on the ground and they won't be landing. That's the thing. But I do think an old bird fighting with an MTF helicopter would be dope as hell. Wow. Well, I do really feel bad for the people that will be watching this video. Never mind, I'm smart, I did get it on video. It is a pretty long one, but we did have a schedule and everything. But I did try to get, well, just in a few seconds ago. Well, yeah, that's pretty sad because this is the last part, and we will be ending in a little bit of time. But I do think SCP-5000 will be a pretty cool one, but it will be far in the future. We have a bunch of stuff lined up. And like the Burning Man will be the next thing from Silith. And then we will be working on the old area. And Snowy is working on the items and 427, which is the one that I commissioned for her. And Sue is working on the deal with the devil. And, well, Harmony is working on the Hard to Destroy Reptile. That sadly didn't make it for today. Big L, but maybe we'll make another stream where it is ready. If people really want to, I can give the face names for the 682. That would not be too much of a spoil now, would it? Or do you want the mystery? I get that. But it will be I can tell you this. It was the first monster I wanted to make. Like, it is the actual foundation for this 682, but it has a lot to it. But it's first about ready now because we wanted to make sure it's worked and everything. But what I do think, no, I probably can't. Then I would have to go into a private chat, and that wouldn't be very nice. Yeah, it will. It will be pretty cool. Yeah, 682 for its own stream, 100%. It would be able to carry a whole stream on its own. Like, this monster would be a game changer. I do think myself, at least. He will not be weak, but he will not be undefeatable. If you even call what he does being undefeatable, of course. And his model is dope as hell. Like this thing. I have really tried to get this thing to be the best version of itself that it can. Let me see if I can find the model. Yeah, it did have a weird leg when I got it. Let me show you the model at least. Most of you have probably already seen it. Anyways. Yes, there was a rare chance for MTF squads to spawn when oh, that would be pretty cool. Like, I do think SCP-5000 is a mod that could have more to it. Because it's such a cool scenario where the SCP Foundation goes against the world and just kills everyone and everything. And the Chaos people would be pretty cool. Because they would actually not be against... Yeah, there are unseen entity that controls everyone. I did read up on that recently. Oh, it's the you guys don't mind the animation one, do you? Nah, your people love your animations. Okay. Let's just share the whole screen. Can see a moon? But I have to say what you mean about that. This. Okay. So, outpost in. Oh! Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. You might remember this dude. I can actually move this now. That's nice. So, his animations. I love these. It made me so happy when I got them commissioned. Don't be fooled by the animation's name. And this one is a kind of mystery, huh? And it's raw. It's running. Imagine this thing running at you. And it's walk. And it's walk backwards. Oh, what is he doing? Oh. Okay. And here's the next batch of animations. If it's even showing that. It seems to do it. Yeah, it will walk backwards for some reason. And this is his spinny attacky. Yeah. Okay. Because we have this one on another screen, I can actually play these now. Okay. So these are not totally ready yet, but our voice guy DPJ have been working on some fire lines for this thing. Do you want to hear the fire lines? I will. Like, it will be saying all these things in the game when it's hurting and haunting you. There will of course be different triggers to them.
Pathetic. Disgusting. I'll enjoy tearing you apart.
Gonna get this one for last.
Loathsome parasites. Worms beneath my feet. Silence. Abomination. What a disgrace. Useless. Cowards. Perversion of existence.
And the last, the full range.
Loathsome parasites. Believing you are the evolutionary pinnacle. Masters of your own design. Your delusions of self-importance. Laughable.
So that's the lines. What do you all think? they will of course have an crocodile-like filter over them. The one that you have heard in the teasers has the filter over it. And we will also give people a setting to turn off his voice, because some really want this creature to feel primal and not smart. But for me, SCP-682 is the perfect combination of primal and intelligent in how he does things. And he will have a voice line with 7-9, I can assure you that. And the other way around. We just haven't recorded it yet because we didn't know that 7-9 would win, so... Oh well. The old AI. The hard to destroy reptile's best friend, you could say. Oh yes. Oh yes. He's not scared of a little tussle, I can tell you that. That man likes that computer and I don't know why. He likes the child, yeah. But I do think he only likes the child because she has the ability for people to get heart attack just by attacking her. He is pretty heartless, but maybe he does have feelings for the little girl because she is the same as him. Like a human version of him. It's hard to say. He is a strategist, so it's hard to say. He does plays his card right when he knows what to do. Like the eyes with. Maybe. We'll also be adding adaptation for him in the future. Well, in some iterations he is, some iterations he is not. Scared of the statue at 7-9, 9-6. So I think it's a little up and down with those two. Like, did you guys know that this thing is weaker than another monster? I do have to share this. I love this fact. Oh, that would be fun. They will deploy him. Like, there is a chance that they can deploy him because they use SCPs in the scenario. I'm pretty sure in lore they released him to go amok. Yeah, it's gonna go and airdrop SCPs once in a while. So maybe you could see the flamingos outside, I guess. And, what was I thinking about? I'm so lost right now. I was thinking about something. something I want to show. God damn it. We did also think about making it so 173 actually kills some enemies. You know, the statue like it does in the lore. So it's not just a better coil head that actually has an impact on things. Well, yeah, 682 will be both inside and outside. So, that's a thing. But how that works is the question. And we did also want to, well, of course, it will not try to kill things that are immortal. I don't think so. I'm still in the world of believing where 682 is not scared of the statue or 96, but that's just me. Like in one video they say he didn't care, and another he's totally afraid of it. It's pretty back and forward, I think. Really? The original? Oh well. Might just be SCP explained that can't decide what they want to do with him, I guess. Well, I don't know. Well, he is. What do I know? I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Holy shit, that's a lot. But is this the original? But what about 96? I do get him being afraid of the statues a bit, but not 96. Well, I did see SCP explained mess up on the one of the SCPs I liked that someone made an idea for, the junkyard thingy. They didn't go into the cars, which I think was a bit odd. Like, I think the cars was the biggest seller for me. When it come to that junkyard SCP, whoever made it. Or made the poster is. I'm not gonna make SCP videos ever. Don't worry about that. Who is the best SCP YouTuber? When it comes to facts. Is it Dr. Bob? Is it this? It's this. I actually did contact Volgon. Really? Dr. Bob is also a meh? Well, we can't have anything nice, I guess. It's only the ones that has animation, I guess. Well, the most important part for me is that they get the facts right. Like, I wanted to research the snowmen. Robert said that they could be killed with fire, and Explain said they could. So I was a little bit confused. That's the thing. I am not very good at reading. So the animation thing is better for me. I do like you reading your guys' ideas. But it can be a bit much. So that's why I like to see the animated ones, because they are more flashy. But if they're all wrong, I guess I shouldn't watch them. But I want to know who is the best at not being wrong. But I really want to have my facts straight when I try to make an SCP. Like, some of them are just mostly the same, so I feel pretty secure about those. Like Shy Guy, the statue. I think the teddy bears are pretty easy. Imagine. Yeah. Well done. Again, I have chatted with the guy shortly. He makes pretty good stuff. Okay, illustrated this. Might still watch at least Explain, because I still like their videos, they're pretty fun. But so you guys are saying that... Okay. I have to make sure I have my facts straight and everything. I wanted to show something, but I can't remember what it is. So that's pretty sad. Yeah, that's the thing. I do like myself some flashy animation. But we have explored so much, I don't even know if I can, well, show anything more. I don't think you want all the beans to be well spilled. But I do hope that you liked the live stream. I really tried to go all out with this one. Sadly, the biggest part wasn't ready. Like, I really wanted to play with this guy and show him, because I haven't even myself gotten my hands on him in game. but sadly there wasn't enough time. So I am very sorry about that. Like I truly am. But I do still think we got some cool stuff. Like some segments went over my expectations. Truly did. Like I did know Snowy had a lot to show, and Sylph has some good stuff as well. I got to show off the deals with the devil, which is the current beta mod. So if you want to play with the devil, try to apply to play with deals with the devil mod. Just saying. He's still getting tested. Still a chance to get to play with him. And I hope you all are also looking very much forward to our big project with the moon mod. With both a moon, an interior, 2 new enemies, some cool outside effects and interior effects. Like the trees, the fire hydrant, the spider, the lead shooting cloud. Pretty cool stuff. I can show the map again. Do people want to see the map again? I do think people want to see the map again. I get it. It's a masterpiece after all. Okay. Here it is. Oh yeah. So, I'll give you a quick rundown to those that weren't here. So, it is a moon based on 242-2. No, 2427. That was. You will land here. The dropship will land over here. This is a mountain. This is the fire hydrant that will shoot gas. This is the main building. That is 2427-2. This is the trees. That is 242-6. That will shake when people get near them to alert monsters that can hear. And 2427 is up here. That will damage people when they are on it. And 2427-3 and 4 are inside the building. The spider creature and the tiles. The fire exit will be there and there. That's pretty cool stuff. I think that was a pretty good rundown of what we have been showing today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Let's hope we can get 1,000 members so we can do something even more flashy. So, hope you all enjoyed. This was the stream, you all. If you have any final questions, then be sure to ask them now. Very good, very good. Well, for this one, we haven't even really worked on it yet. Like, the model is commissioned. Quite Red did that for us. And we haven't even worked on the moon, but we have someone that wants to work on the moon, which is also pretty cool. So, and we have found some models on Sketchfab that we can use for different things, such as the lead shooting cloud. That's I think it will be a pretty fun moon to be on, with all the obstacles and the new interior, everything. So I think that's a good note to stop on. Have a nice day, everyone, and see you maybe in the next stream or in the chat. You know I will be looking at the chat. I'm trying to keep an eye on you. Bye bye. should it just like that.